Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hunters of all ages. What's going on, my friends? Hello and welcome to this week's Hunting Lodge. I'm a glowy beard. Always a glowy beard. No, not really glowy. Great to have you all with me. If you haven't heard the news, the Ambusher Pack went live today, my friends. I just happen to have a little something prepared here. Let's take a look-see at it. If you guys missed this, we've been showing you over the last couple of weeks what's been going on. The creators had some early access. It's been a fun event. It's a really great addition to the game, and I'm going to show you why here today. We're going to talk a little bit about it. I want to get your opinions on it and what you think, whether you think it's a good fit or not. But what is the Ambusher Pack? So before we get into the chat, and I see you all, and I appreciate you all being here, what are we looking at? Well, now, first off, there's a whole lot of stuff that came with this, a lot of fixes. We absolutely crammed a metric digital ton stuff of fixes, and we'll get to that. And actually, we'll cover a lot of those patch notes and maybe even get through some of it while we get through a little hunt. But right off the hop, okay, so price is going to depend whereabouts you guys are. That's up or down. It's cheap. But I want to talk about the Quist Red Pro electronic collar. This thing's pretty cool. It's a neat little addition to the game, and it really, in my eyes, enables a lot more stand hunting. If you want to maybe strategically set up some tree stands, set this bad boy down, you can catch these animals while they're traveling. You can pull them from their zones, and it seems to work really, really well. Although I will say I've had a couple opportunities where, with bears especially, calling some bears in, they just want to stop. They want to sit down, hit their pot of honey. You have to hit it again, sometimes toggling on and off, but it works really, really well. It's been kind of fun. I got to play around with a little bit, and a little bit more, I should say, since our last stream, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. But really, let's talk about the sleeper in this pack, because I know a lot of folks are excited about this electronic collar. It's something totally new. It's so different from anything we've had in the game. In fact, Classics, the only game I know of that has come close to scratching the surface on this, and they do it pretty well over there. So we had big shoes to fill. You can call animals from all reserves. If they have a collar, you can call them, including the crocodiles over in Mississippi. Maybe we'll see more stuff in the future added to it. That would be pretty cool. So there's lots of opportunities there. But let's talk about the real sleeper here, okay? This has taken so many of us by a very pleasant surprise. The Moratti model 1894. I'm gonna just say it. I need to emphasize this. This thing is a beast. It is an absolute beast. Perhaps a little too good. Enjoy it, my friends. Enjoy it. It's crazy. It's crazy. The double lungs you're hitting on this thing. Granted, I will say what I noticed. I double lunged a moose with it, and it still took the same amount of time as a single lung. So yeah, it's crushing. It's crushing things out there. It's really cool. It's got a really great follow-up. We'll show you more of that during the stream here, because some cool animations. Excellent addition to the game. This thing is a beast, and I think we just need to put it out of the way. We're changing the name to the Beast 1894. It's incredible. I'm stunned by this thing. And then, on top of that, now look, I'm guilty. I know I'm guilty of many things. My wife and kids will tell you that, I'm sure. But I am guilty of not giving the stringed instruments of death much attention in this game. Beyond when they release, like I do occasionally carry the crossbow. And I used to do a ton of bow hunting, but, time, efficiency, all those sorts of things played in where I wasn't really carrying it. This thing is cool. This thing is cool. It's lighter than everything else. It's got some great stopping power. You can actually equip sights on it. And it's a recurve. So definitely going to be playing around with this one. Pretty cool. But there it is. In the gist of it, my friends. The quist of it. I'm sorry. I know. I can't help it. But there it is. It's all laid out. Pretty dang cool, man. I definitely think this is something that the community is going to be pawing over for the next little while, and I'd love to get everybody's thoughts on it and see here in chat. We'll get into that. Don't hit me yet because I don't want to miss it. But yeah, let's go through. We'll get through some of this other stuff, and then we'll get down to a little hunt. So the free October update. What do you get in it? Well, there's some feature updates. We added a new option to expand or collapse the UI categories with a controller while navigating the inventory. Low-key big requests. People are wanting more functionality with their UI, especially on controller, man. It's difficult. I ain't gonna lie. I have so much respect for you folks that go out there and crush it with this thing, because it crushes me. But yeah. So that was a nice one. The archery range got some love on Parky Fernando. It's accurate now to what you would expect. That it's updated the targets, fixed at the appropriate distances for bow and crossbow zeroings. Just makes it a whole lot easier. Takes the guessing out of it and trying to line up with the dot, and I did that wrong, and then you got to do math. And it's a video game. Who wants to do math? So yeah, that was a nice little improvement. Speaking of improvements, we provided a better description of certain mission objectives to make it more clear how they are supposed to be completed. Thank you. There were a few that were less intuitive, so the team is aware, and they've been trying to make things better. We've updated the scroll bars in certain text boxes to look consistent. And then the bug fixes. For the love of Pete, man, our team has been wildly busy, and we're going to talk about some of those as we go through. I think, honestly, a lot of them are straightforward. There's some we can address, like what they did with the arrow weights and so on and so forth. But let's try some of this out while we're chatting. I have a tent down here. If you remember, okay, I'm pushing wrong buttons. If you remember, we were down here, and we had a diamond over there that we kind of let get away on us. And oh, look at that! Are you freaking kidding me? You're just gonna saunter up all nonchalant like that, and he's leaving. Hold on, what time? What time is it? 6:20. I'm early on my next zone. I'm late on this zone. Well, hold on. This is a good opportunity as long as the wind holds. I'm totally distracted. Give me a second here. Okay, let's get the quiz. Let's try this out. I don't want to run too fast in here, but I also don't want them boogieing off on me. We're gonna dance with some wolves. What a way to start things off. Good morning, everybody. What's happening, chat? I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. To all my Canadian friends out there, happy bird day. We had a Thanksgiving weekend. It's the Americans are like, that's fake Thanksgiving. It is, but I get 2 Thanksgivings. Thank you very much. So we had a good one. I smoked a turkey, first turkey ever being smoked. It turned out well, although I gotta tell you, man, those birds, they really soak up the smoke. Like, really soak it up. 287. Okay, we can kind of see the direction he's going. I can't run now. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Just a little bit. Yo, man alive. It is a killer rifle, isn't it, Master Hawkeye? I fully agree. Yeah, the bears are great to use with it. They really are. I haven't messed around too much on Mississippi with it. I'm really looking forward to see how they're cracking at it. I know little birdie told me that Scarecrow had some fun over there. Go check out his video from the creator early access. I think he found a tasty treat with that thing. You know, stretching its legs for the first times, and lo and behold, I ain't gonna ruin it. Go and check them out, man. Go and check them out. I don't think anyone has mentioned this, but some of the music has a real Ennio Morricone vibe to it. I said that all kinds of wrong. I don't know who that is. I'm not very cultured. I'm just the redneck Canadian. I'm great, Sean. Thank you for asking, my friend. Not really given the attention deserved to this ultra-sensitive predator. I don't have my other collar. I've gone a little light. So I've got to get within 200 meters of this bad boy. Okay, here's where they're going to rest. So that's probably where there he is right there. Okay, he's out at 212. So we don't have to move in too far here. We're going to try and see what happens with this color. Maybe get a shiny little diamond out of it. I just wanted to show what the color could do, and I was going to go try and get a diamond red deer. We might yet. This could work out well. Morning, MD. How are you, my friend? Welcome, Paolo. Good to see you, Paolo Paco. Welcome. Thank you for coming to join us here. Place the color when you leave the game, come back. Will it still be there? No, it will still be there. Ed, what's up, man? Good to see you, my dude. Yeah, it'll still be there for you. It's intuitive like that, which I didn't get when I first tried it out in the stream because my understanding of its performance was different. So if you place it on that reserve, it will remain there until you retrieve it. But if you have it in your inventory, you place it here on Spain, and then you boogie off over to the Yukon, it will be there, which is kind of cool, right? Okay, let's put this into a good place here. Let's stick it right there. Okay, let's move back. We got to be. I don't know what these guys are going to do. Predators are funny. They like to do big circles when they come in. They never come straight in, so they may try to come down into my wind, but I got pretty good view down here. I can probably glass them out pretty well. Let's do it. Oh, hold on. Yeah. We'll put the distressed deer up for now. You got choices with some of them. That scared me. You got choices with some of them, which is kind of cool. Now, okay, they're at rest over there. No, they're coming already. He's cruising. Okay, I need to hit the dirt. Oh, I would love a pet tree right about now to hide me. Oh, maybe that bush will do. He showed a great one. Fallow never saw one. So Paolo, I can't right now. I'm in the live retail version on my private account, my personal account. So I don't have access to any dev controls. That's not a real tree. Okay, but I'm a real boy, I promise. Let's just get a little distance. See what these bad boys do. This is great. This is just great. Maybe. Maybe it's great. I don't know. None of these are going to help my cause. I don't want to get upwind. I'm not prepared. Okay, we're just going to try and move over next to a tree and shimmy up to it as best we can. Hope for the best, expect the worst. Cool. Cryptic, what's up, brother? Good to see you, my man. We'll just try and get to here. We'll try and get to here. Man, I haven't touched this since last Tuesday. Well, that's not true. I played it on Thursday. Forgive me for my fibs. Okay, what are we doing here, guys? There's the 9. He's out of 155. This is pretty cool. It's handy. It's really, really a handy toy. Now imagine were there a tree suitable if I had a tree stand in here. Right? Tent, tree stand, collar. You could have a lot of fun with this bad boy. And he's a good looking one too, isn't he? I could crack him right there. But let's just let him get a little closer while we chit chat. You could get a hunting stand up. Yo, what up, bee's knees? How you doing, my friend? Appreciate you, kind sir. Good to see you here. No, Mr. Schrader, it's, you've got that. You've also got, so there's Distressed Fawn and there's the rabbit, I believe. A Distressed Fawn will absolutely bring wolf in. Distressed anything. I could sit there and go, oh, my knee. Oh. And the wolves are going to come in. Little Family Guy reference. Come on, buddy. Are you not going to come any closer? But we got a shot. I want to see this happen, Captain. We're only going to let him come so close, obviously. Because I'm pretty close. Call the Wild Gods bring hunting stands to game. You have hunting stands, yes. Oh, yes, you have hunting stands, and you've got the tripods, you got the tree stands, and you have blinds. The blinds are actually, it's really cool. Like the coffin blind actually works for everything, which is like super sneaky. You can scare your buddies with it. I speak from experience. Okay, he's always playing coy right now, man. There he is. Very, very nice. Is he going to make it? That's the question. What else we got coming in? Now, we have to be careful that we don't spook off on one and let them all go. So maybe we wait until this guy shows himself again. Where'd you go, man? There he is. He's out of 134. Man, I can't wait. We're going to crack off of this thing. I can't really wait, to be honest. There we go, because he's already going. Oh, no. Oh, he's going to spook him. She's going to spook him. I'm just looking for you, buddy. Just casually walk to the side, please. I should have took the shot instead of getting greedy on getting him in close. That's it, he's gone, isn't he? Stop with your fleeing actions. There he is. There he is. Lay down, son. That's a good one. We got a hold of him. Let's go. Let's go. We're going to pick this bad boy up because it's coming with me. If you haven't seen it, there it is in action, my friends. This thing's it's just incredible. I just love it. It's such a surprise out of left field that it performs like it does. Now, we might get attacked here. I'm just saying. We just took down King Kabasa, if you know what I'm saying. Internet connection. Oh, Mabazion. Tony, what's up, brother? Good to see you, my man. We're on Cuatro Colinas. We're out on Spain right now, having a little bit of fun, cracking ourselves a legendary to start things off. Not too shabby, Abby. I'm not going to complain. And then we're going to get into some of these patch notes. I want to cover some of this because I'm sure there's some questions, and I did see one in the Discord this morning. You were mistaken, my friend. I am aware. I am all things awareness. Okay, so there we go. He didn't get very far. That thing absolutely crushes. It crushes. I can't state it enough. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. It's a diamond, baby. Let's go. Not even a coffee into me yet. I'm only half a coffee in, and we're dropping diamonds in the morning on the AM. At 39, I mean, it's 39.06. I don't care. I thought I was going to get trolled, but it's that gray brown. It's that beautiful, beautiful color. Absolutely love it. And a freaking boy. Look at this thing, man. We hit that on the quartered angle, and I mean, it found its mark, no problem. Super accurate, super punishing. Real pleasure having this thing added to the game. I meant the taxi, and I hate my life. I hate. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Man alive. Did I just do that? Well, we did. Got a level 4 Mellow Red Deer. Very nice. Nice. There are going to be missions for Halloween's like on Leighton. We might have something up our sleeves. The missions are tough because it requires a patch, and then we have to patch them out. So the struggle that we've had with that is we're aware with the way our game is built, whenever we do an update, you have to re-download content that you'd already downloaded. It's not stacking on top of what's there, or else we'd have like a terabyte already size game, but you have to re-download it. So not everybody does those missions. So to push in some cases, a 50 gig plus patch, it's a real tough one. So we have something planned, and we'll see what happens. I haven't got the go ahead. I've said too much. Carry on. Move along. Should I go in? Should I take the time to go in to my trophy manager and save that? Put that in. Should I? Thank you, Venom. I appreciate you, sir. Can you call the Ibex? No, only callers that are currently in the game, with the exception of the crocodile. Tax it at the 10. I could go back. At the 10? I don't think we've ever done it from the 10. Just go into the lodge and taxi it there, right? But you can do it from the 10, right? I don't pay enough attention to my taxi now. I don't upkeep my lodges. I'm terrible like that. I've never been a trophy hunter. IRL, it's all about filling the freezer. My trophy is a full freezer. Literally, like that. It's almost embarrassing. Here, we can fast travel there. When will an Ibex color come out? I'm not even sure. Is there such a thing? I'm not even sure. Yeah, I know you can do it in your lodge. That's always where I do it. I didn't know you could do it in your tent. I'm curious. Oh, through the trophy manager, like a so. Last unsaved harvest. We want to taxi you. All right, he's taxied. He's sitting there. He's ready. He's waiting. Good to know. I've actually never done it from there. Of course, I know that's there. Yeah, I've always just gone into my trophy lodge. Hey, geez, I have over 5,000 hours in this game. I work for the company. I have the inside skinny on things, and I just learned something today. I appreciate you, chat. I appreciate you. That feels pretty dang good right there. Yes, sir. All right, so we can take a peek back here since we came all the way over here just to see what's going on. We're gonna wander around though and see if that diamond's over there. But let's move at a sedate pace and let's cover these patch notes. I want to go over some stuff here. We'll skim, and if you guys have questions as we go, I try to stick to the ones we're reading through so we don't get all lost Miss things. Okay, an issue where previously placed items could be removed from reserve during startup has been addressed. That was a big one. That was a big one, especially for our grinders, right? You know, losing tents and stuff. Yeah. So, I'm not saying it's perfect, but it's been addressed. The Kuso shotgun no longer jam. Self-explanatory. Fix an issue with the silicon rifle that causes the scope to dip off screen when rechambering. Bringing down with more weapons. We'll just pass this next one. We're addressing zeroing inaccuracies on the 223, the 270, the 243 when 0 to 300 meters. Oh, yes. They were, some of those were tricky, but they've got them all in there. Certain bows will now be correctly applied to the longbow. Certain perks will be applied to the longbows. Sorry. That there was some issues like pumping iron and such. Those have been fixed. Certain levels of lightning hand perk will no longer cause missing reload animations for the Kachatori and Norden shotguns. Aiming on all bows has been updated to correct light and heavy arrow inaccuracies. Well, okay, so that one caused a little confusion in the Discord today. I saw somebody asking about it and they just weren't sure. Previously, some of them, the weights and the drop off were just not lining up with what it should have been. With certain arrows on certain bows. This needed a complete relook. So the team went through and they sorted it. It should all line up now. So the 300 grain is not going to be as heavy as the 600 grain type thing. Your fall off should be. It was really inaccurate and hard to base before, especially when you got into like the recurs and such. Because, you know, people were finding where to line up on it, but it was different for the grain and it just didn't jive. It'll jive now. So that was a big one that needed to be addressed for our bow users. If you're not using the bows, it obviously hasn't affected you, but trust me, there's a lot of folks that are going to appreciate that one. Big time. What are we doing? I know it might be getting Halloween issues, but Halloween cosmetics, Halloween decorations for our lodges. You'll have to see. Had to use it a time or two. 4,200 hours in the Hunter. Nice. Well, rifle using what rifle? Oh, I was using the new. Let me show you. I'm glad you asked. This here, if you look at that gorgeous graphic in the bottom left-hand corner, is the Marathi Model 1894. Freaking beast. That's how does it work? Like a beast. Does it drop things like a beast? Pretty much. I want to rename it to the beast. Yes, we're on Quattro Colinas right now. Just dropped ourselves a nice diet. What is like that? That's cool. You know, I was coming here. I had that tent on this side to get a different approach, so the wind wasn't going to bugger me at all because we had a diamond over here. Nice treat to start the stream. I'm pretty happy with that. This one's not going to be there. This red deer's moved on, man. He's off at the coffee shop right now. He's taking 5. Just saying. Nothing to the pouch about the sunfish. That's the angler. That has been fixed. It's not meant to be easy though. And I have checked with our devs on that one. And they are spawning. But yeah, that's considered one of the end game missions that are not meant to be easy. People are getting it, but yeah, I'm still seeing frustrations. We're still monitoring that. We still are. Morning, lady. How are you? Good to see you. Johnny Crow, what's up, brother? Good to see you, my man. Welcome, Mr. Schrader. Hello. Good to see you, dude. You're going to have to test it. ICANN has 20 letters. Because honestly, I haven't tested it, so I don't want to say with a certainty. My understanding is they're to reflect their weights now. Right? They reflect their weights. And appropriately reflect their weights. We're not going to get anything yet. We're still too far away. Still too far. Okay. Let's go. So let me get back to this. We fixed an issue that could cause the reload animation for bows to play twice. We addressed an issue where weapons that could fire ammunition with significantly different ballistic properties, shotguns, slugs, pellets, small ammo, the HUDs at cap lock with the round or mini balls, would no longer switch to the correct sighting and zeroing settings. You know, we knew, and I shared it with the community, ways around that while it was happening. It's just nice that it's fixed and we won't have to deal with that per se. Let me make sure I'm not just blindly spooking them here. I haven't had a call from any hinds, but I also haven't had a call from any stags, so I think we're okay in our approach. They might not even be here. We might just be going for a walkabout. What up, fool? How you doing, man? What's going down? Okay, we fixed accuracy issues on the Strecker shotguns, which is cool. Goose blood tracks will no longer disappear under certain conditions. Right, so if it's too busy, they ain't just gonna go poof. That's kind of nice. Although I do believe the dog still tracked through that, but yeah, nice fix. Bleeding out animals that were supposed to die won't remain alive anymore. Developers note we're sorry, but they cannot be part of Spooktober this year. So that's a good one. That's a good one. They just seemed like they were healing. Like they're popping first aid kits. These guys aren't going to be here by the looks of it. Relocated. Can I get an eye across? Is there just a little bit too far here, eh? Well, we'll walk up and around, and if they're not there, we'll go to the back, and we'll come back around. We'll go to the end of the lake, and then we'll come back through. So his new gun, the only gun that will double lung a moose. You know, I'm questioning that, Devin. I'm going to be completely honest. I mean, it's a tough spot sometimes. I'm the community manager here, but I'm a player first. And, you know, it's great to see a gun come in that absolutely crushes. I think it's crushing a little too much, personally. We'll keep that quiet between all of us and that are here right now. I do think it's hitting a little hard. But I also notice when it double lungs on a moose, it's dying at the same rate as a single lung would. So, bear that in mind. But that does seem to be the current course for rifles. We'll see what happens with that. Don't you dare nerf it. I don't want it nerfed. I don't want it nerfed. It is so much fun. This thing is absolutely... Don't start trolling that meme. Gotta keep it quiet, man. Oh, my goodness. The bow reload thing screwed me up about 50,000 times, causing me to get killed by bison and buffalo. Kid Cord, I'm sorry to hear that. You probably had a few laughs out of it and probably shed a few tears. So glad to hear that it is fixed. Yeah, that was an annoying one, I heard. Can you give me a hint of the new map? I cannot. Speaking of learning something new, I learned that I can play Call of Wild on my desktop from my laptop through streaming. You can. I've even heard people do that on their phone. I haven't tried it. I couldn't even imagine. I have a hard enough time playing with a controller. And then with a controller and a little screen, I don't even know. Yeah. What's Spooktober about? I don't remember much from last year. It says it's a Steam thing, I do believe, isn't it? Steam event? Spooktober, and they put all the games on there. Phasmo and such. Afternoon, Caitlin. How you doing? What's cracking? Good to see you. Don't know if it's just me, but the 20 gauge reload animation is bugged. I don't know. I hadn't heard about the 20 gauge. I didn't know about the 10 gauge, and there was a fix for that. Is there just nothing here? They're just gone, man. They're gone. Let me get this over here. Let me scroll my screen. The southeastern Spanish ibex has been returned to class 4. That was an oopsie. We've addressed an issue where the location where the ATV would spawn at the Redstone House outpost on Emerald Coast. Players no longer appear to float briefly when entering tree stands, which can be quite entertaining, I'm just saying. But nonetheless, tons of fixes. There's a bunch for multiplayer as well. The multiplayer, the hot air balloon, will now be available for rides on the Emerald Coast. Like, I'm so joking. Wouldn't that be amazing? You know, getting up in that balloon, getting the bird sign. Okay, seriously, don't spread bad rumors, Beard. That was the last time we saw Beard on an AEW stream. Animals in the Sanctuary of Emerald Coast will now be visible to all players in a multiplayer session. You know, when you could show up and have something really tasty there, it was a shame to not be able to share it with your friends. Fixed an issue prevented the player status from returning to normal if they were inside a blind or other structure as it was dismantled. I just want to know if we can still launch ourselves from the blinds or from the tents. If you know, you know. Players should be able to hear the sounds of equipment being placed or dismantled in multiplayer. Challenge results will now be correctly saved in multiplayer. The chat blocking settings on Windows Store will now work as intended. Oh, I didn't know about that. We've addressed an issue where players in the Microsoft Store version of the game sometimes unable to join multiplayer games when invited by their Xbox Network friends. Interesting. I don't play over there. I hadn't experienced that myself. Okay, so I got nothing around here. I got wherever they have relocated So I think we're going to walk up that side and see if we can find them along there. And if not, they've got to have moved. They have to. They must have moved to here. There's a chance, but most likely to here. Even though I have this zone here where we found them, not a single track. It's interesting. It's interesting. We've known for some time that animals don't always return to the same location anymore, which is kind of nice, to be honest. Maybe not so much if you're trying to grind. I get that. But for myself, who, you know, I just like to go out and hunt, it's a nice little change of pace. Man, so are you guys just like not around here at all? I don't care if I spook you. I just want to find where this herd's gone. A little bit of sleuthing time, perhaps. Maybe use new DLC without updating the game? No. 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 I had to think about that for a second to be for sure. No, you would have to update. But you want the update. It's full of fixes and good stuffs. You know, we're always trying to improve the game behind the scenes. It seems behind the scenes. Okay, well, these guys are just not a play nice. But I'm okay with that. Let's get sleuthy. I got a really bad case of hunt pressure here. Before we bounce back there, just a quick peek. We'll see. Yes, and that was... I grinded? What's that? Oh, man. That's something we've seen for a while now. They don't it's because animals don't know an actual schedule, so to have them following to a T, some will come in a little quicker than others, some zones will be a little quicker than others, and some will come in a little later than others. And yes, that is by design. Okay, well, these guys, I had to peek. There's no way they made it to that other lake. They just can't. They just can't. It can't be happening. What up, Teak? How you doing? Good to see you. How you doing? Almost came up. How you seeing? Yeah. I'm sorry, Devin. Hopefully the next great one's on a DLC map. Why keep giving great ones to people that don't support the game and only buy the base? It's not so much about that, Roger. There's a lot of things that go into the decision our designers make, and you know. Truthfully, it's, you know, one of their ideas was to keep it accessible to people by having them on base game maps, but you can only do that for so long. It's not always going to be that way, but there are other things to consider too, and, you know, some of them like, how many reserves is an animal on? Because let's face it, it'd be pretty cool to do a lion great one, but I know we have the moose, but just for example, but would you choose a lion over a moose when a moose is on so many maps? And is also quite popular. So now I'm not saying that we're not doing a lion. I'm not saying we are doing a lion. I'm not confirming nor denying that there's another great one in the works at all right now. But still pretty cool to see it all unfold and to be able to give you guys a little insight into what, you know, the team kind of has in mind when they pick these things. Here, let's go ahead and crack this guy. Let's see how we do right at the 150 mark on the red deer, double lung. Let's just go in behind the crease and see what that does. Put him on the ground. Love the reload. Love this guy. I absolutely love this gun. I absolutely love this thing. I mean, will it replace the you know, the Zarzas, the 308? It's not as snappy, but it's good on the follow-ups. Like, it's quite good on the follow-up shots, I will say. Look at the little 3. Wow. Yeah, that guy's definitely on. You think if we stayed alive, it would be... Well, you know, fair enough. Did you say lion? Lion would be cool. Moose is very hard to get. I've been grinding since the day it came out with no luck. There is some level of RMG to it, yes. I concur. Yeah, it just depends on how you get it. I won't tell you that I got mine in like 50 kills. Yeah, that's a little uncanny. Doesn't happen very often. That was so not a flex. Okay. Where did we shoot and kill things? Right up here. Cool, no more crashes for duck calls. That's a menace of the fallow grind. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we got some lung butter laying down here. So we know it did the job. This thing just crushes, man. It absolutely crushes. It's a little redonkulous at times. So he ran off this way. Yeah, there he is right there. All right, what do we got going over here? We can play around. We'll take our time. We'll crouch up over to this thing. We'll set the collar down. We'll see if there's anything else back there. Any timeline on next 8-pen hunt comp? We're trying to work that out right now. We're trying to figure out, last year we had to push it back because of the release and all hands on deck and where it was. And the 22 comp went in early 2023. We'd like to keep it in 22 this year. You know, it's hard to give you the timeline because where we'd originally like to be, where we end up, it largely depends on releases. It does. I'd love for it to come right on the heels of it and we could actually make use of whatever that release might be. Would be a lot of fun. Let's see, how did we do? How did we do? Not bad, not bad. If I went to the softer stuff, we would have got a double on it. But going through the thick stuff, it's hard because you got the shoulder there, right? When you get them in that walk, you can heart shot a lot of things with this rifle, man. Like, you can heart shot bison with it. What the heck? It's a little crazy. Nonetheless, we'll take it. We'll take it. Keep wandering along here and see what... So he's 200 out. So let's just get a little closer. Catch up on stuff. The new rifle replaces my 22, 250, and 243. Opens up a slot. It replaces it though. I mean, it's well, but your ammo on it for this guy here. I guess maybe not fully on the 22, 250. I see what you're saying though with the 243. I mean, having that 3 to 8, and this is what I was really pushing when we were showing this last stream. It's like, you know, it's kind of the 7mm a notch down, right? Because 7mm's got that range, but to 9, from 4 to 9. So having that, yeah, like, you can really just carry the 22, carry the oh my goodness, I always want to mess the name up. I'm just going to start calling it the 1894. And, of course, take a boat with you for that silent and violent. Lots of options. And I love that this doesn't make a ton of, noise when you put it down. Oh, the wind is terrible. Okay, well, let's ambush a little. Let's go up the slope here before we turn it on. Oh my goodness. I'll be revisiting my fallow hunting, hoping for a great one to make an appearance. Excuse me. Very nice. Good luck. Hi. What up, K-Full? Good to see you. Devs, please don't nerf the new gun. Well, there's no talk of it yet, so don't complain about it. And stop saying the word nerf. Just saying, oh, look, stuff and things, distraction. Oh, goodness. My new main loadout is the 44, then you recurve the 454 and the 22H. Abso-freaking-lutely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's a snazzy loadout. Okay. Let's dial this bad boy in. We're going to lay down, son. Let's just see what happens. Broken out, got 3 turkeys right off the bat. Nice. So, what do you guys think? Let's do it by the numbers here. Let's start with the collar. So far, for those of you that have picked up the pack, what do you think of the collar? Pros, cons, like it, I don't. Hit me with it. Hit me in chat. My personal views, I don't think it's game changer in the way that we'll hunt. I think it adds a new style of hunt that hasn't really been as accessible as we would have liked. I want to combine it with tree stands and tripods. Reason for this in my mind is, typically you have a tripod down to call the animals to you. That tripod needs to be in place and you really need to crawl, scratch, and really take your time moving in. you know, we can strategically set up ambush spots now, which I think will go a long way. Oh man, I totally blinded myself to where that is. So I think that it'll add a new way to play, which is kind of cool. Oh, happy birthday, Max Hattie. Fantastic. Collar brought out a 5 medium fallow. Nice. Any possibility of a pheasant collar? You know, there's always a possibility. If there's a collar IRL, there's a possibility you'll see it in game. With enough requests from our community, it all comes down to community wants, right? Bro, Gators can. You can call Gators. Con weights 5 units. Yes. Well, I do understand their need to make the weight what it is, because holy, could you imagine otherwise, right? Okay, so let's now, if I want to try this. I wanted to try something, so now let's turn it off. Now what do they do? I'm so curious. There's nothing here we really want to shoot. We'll maybe take a Heinz, but they just mill about and then they're going to go back to traveling, right? Okay. Cool. But wait, there's more. Now, some animals will spook when they get to a color, as we saw with the wolves. So if you were on it, you could yo-yo these things and give the big boys at the back a chance to get a little closer, right? You see where I'm going with this? Manipulation. We got some little guffs in here. We could take them. I think we could take them. You want to fight? Fight me. Okay. Okay. I don't have any bow perks. Smack them. Did we smack them enough? We didn't smack him enough. I suck with bows. I'm just gonna... Oh, no, I rule with bows. Dare me to go get a kill with a bow, no sight. I mean, at least give me the sight, man. Like, what the heck, dude? Thought we were friends. Just making a little money, okay? I bought these things for free. Call frequency needs to be turned down, needs to work similar to colors when it is a timed attraction. Okay. Jeff wrote, right back at you. I think situationally adds some fun stuff you can do. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Pros is game changer for some good missions for Yes, Mr. Foster, I hadn't considered that. You're absolutely right. There are certain missions that are really, really gonna prosper from having this. Good point. We get kills with a longbow all day. You're dang straight. Where did we shoot that other one? I know we cracked her. She's over here. She's right. Durr. Where is he? I'd probably show. Okay, we know where she is. Let's grab his blood. Because I don't have my dog with me, so I can't be lazy. I have to actually track animals. Look to pick up some blood while we're... They all boogied out the same way, so... But that was the female, no? Or was that the male I was tracking? Did I miss Vital with that bow? Okay, we'll just run over here. We'll find him. Set the tripod stands up in front of the collar about 50 yards. They'll walk right past. And you have to have it up beforehand, right? You have to have it up beforehand. So I like the idea of a tree stand and a tent in a populated zone. Here we go. That's for the female. Okay, so we are tracking the male. Popping in with the collar, dropping it, setting it. I'm so sorry. I just can't shake this cough. It's got the whole family in a death grip, I'll tell you. Okay. We'll go ahead and we'll grab her. Crushed it as we know. This guy's still cruising. Oh yeah. You know, we're just testing the trajectory of the angle of the shot in case the sun was in your eyes. This is okay, so this could be that group, and I would have just spooked them off. Oh man, I need to go back after this bad boy. He went on for quite a ways, didn't he? Why are the gamut distances, engagement distances, and firearm effective ranges so short? 400 yards is way too short. Any plans to increase both? It's an engine limitation. Quite frankly, quite bluntly, it's all to do with the engine. When we've tried it with a higher range, even the most powerful machines that are out there absolutely brick up. So we've set it so that the game will work appropriately. Beyond that, it just doesn't work. It's how it tracks everything. So it is a limitation. It is. So, but that's what we have to work with. That's what we have to play with. Look at all these guys. Look at them all just grouping around down here. I don't believe that'll ever be anything we see changed. It would be a complete rebuild of the engine. It would be a second hunting game, is what it would be, or a third, I guess, technically from us. But we're not at that point. There's a lot of life left in this baby. But everything kind of scales to range and to zone and such. So you know, this guy's so small. It's just so tiny. What? Whatever do you... No. He ducked. Yeah, he ducked. Can you elaborate on whether the graphic fixes are for next-gen console as well? It's all platforms. All the patch notes are everything. It's all platform. If it's ever specific to one platform, it will state that in the patch notes. And you guys can see these as well if you go to callthewild.thehunter.com /weapon pack 9 ambusher pack out now. Just go to our website. You can see all the patch notes, look in depth. If you have any questions, you know, by all means, into the Discord, we can get a lot of them answered. You can ask them right now too, and I'll do my best to get through them. When you fix the bows and the animals not showing up to the drink zones, there's nothing broke with that. Animals will not always come back to the same zones. They'll come in at different times within their times. And so as far as we're aware, there's nothing broke there. That's just simply how the AI is working on the animals now. So sometimes, you know, you might get the same group time and time again, and then just randomly, you're just not going to show up one day. Or they'll come in an hour later. That's kind of where it's at. First kill of my new rifle, silver sandbar boy. Nice, Sarah, very good. But what's that? Hello, guys. Fix the dog or let us kill you. Never be able to kill your dog. I think you can understand that. But I'll continue reading your comment. When you start with that, bro, where am I supposed to go with that, man? It ruins the hard efforts. Well, we don't want any efforts ruined, that's for sure. What's your concern with the dog? The dog's working pretty well. It's good for tracking and alerting, but yet so clumsy. It's clumsy. I don't know if you can elaborate. What I would recommend is actually getting into the Discord, going to the feedback and suggestions, starting a tab or starting a forum post, and put all your detailed thoughts in there. Our devs do read that, and we're always willing to look at things. You know, we're very open-minded. We know that we don't know it all. We're not going to pretend to know it all, and we certainly don't know what the community is thinking without being told. So we offer that as a place where, like, you can put your direct feedback. You can tell me as well, though, my friend. Absolutely. And I love to hear these things. Moves randomly, goes so clumsy, everyone alerts the animals. Yes, it will alert the animals. Small game, up to a certain size. The community's mostly figured out where that lies. As a dog would, right? So I don't foresee that changing. I'm still not. It moves randomly. Yes. So your dog will be more obedient if you are loving on it and if you are feeding it. If it is at its full rating, It will mostly stay right by your side, and providing you are commanding it, like you would have to do with the dog IRL, it will listen, it will stay, it will be attentive. But if you're not, it's wild and it's going to run out there. And especially if it's lower level, that'll happen as well. So there is a lot to it, but not saying we couldn't improve it by any means. Look at all the freaking hides. It just tells me that there's some males somewhere around here. On the Facebook page, console PS4 players are asking if there are any fixes for the lagging issues. I haven't heard of any lagging issues yet. Like, do you mean since the patch? I hadn't heard of that yet. Mind you, it was a long weekend for me. I just came back, so I'm a little out of touch this weekend on what the community is filling themselves with their attention. It will always lag on PS4. It's tough. It's tough. You know, we have a client that runs across all platforms. Now, with the next gen consoles coming out, it's very noticeable between consoles now because there's a wide gap in the hardware. And it was noticeable before when you compared console to PC. It's just tough. It comes down to the hardware. There's only so much optimizing that can be done to an engine with its constraints. So, you know, we want to support all the platforms. We really, really do try. It always distresses me to hear when any platform is struggling. But yeah, I know the PS4, Xbox, the old Xbox Ones and such have those issues as well. They do. Yeah, hard to fix things if you don't know what the issue is. Our pupper decided to assert dominance on an older dog by oh, cool. What's up, puppy brain? Good to see you. Any user tips on the electronic collar? It's fun to use. I would get it placed, and you can carry it around with you. I like to go. What I was starting to do is go to high traffic zones, areas I know that are going to be really populated. Go before their drink times and get set up. I like to use it to get set up. So when you have a drink zone, for instance, let's just say, okay, so they're coming to this drink zone, right? But a couple hundred meters away is where I want to sit. So let's just say I'm sitting here. I want them to come here, and I'm sitting. Oh, this is a perfect graph. These are not drink zones. This is me. This is where my collar goes. This is where the deer are. I would come in, I would set the collar, I would have a tent, I would have a stand, I'd have it all set up, and then literally change my time. I'd go hunt, do my thing, however you want to handle that. Travel there, climb into your stand, and when you turn the collar on, they'll all start to move in. It's a lot of fun being able to pull them like that, and then you sit back here, and you can actually space that at a distance. If you have bad wind, it can make some otherwise nigh impossible situations to achievable. You know, you can pull them in because you can double your distance essentially. Yes, I know. You guys are hearing me, smelling me, seeing me. I'm not really paying attention to what's happening. I was looking for your males. Looking for the males over here. All right, we'll just walk past them. Oh yeah, nice. Sorry. Pathing, it's a thing. All right, ladies, please don't take me out in the process. But kindly move along. Now, of course, the concern is, spook them, they like to run right away from you, right? So if there are any more right there, them fleeing will spook the other crew. So, yeah, not ideal. It's because it's the older system. Unfortunately, you're not wrong. And you'll see that, right? You'll see that. Companies like ourselves will always try and keep the game accessible for our fans, regardless of the system you're on. Where that can fall short is the system itself. You know, they age, and it makes it tough. Here we go. There's a big boy. Holy cow. 5 medium. Okay, so what we can do now is we can just, let's just see. So like really right here, I could use my collar, right? I could. But if you want to position them, if you want to try and ambush and get yourself set up, I'm going to bring them right down here. I'm going to move just up, back and up a little further before I start calling. Let's see what we can do. See what we can do. Why does the new e-color spook animals when you place it? Well, anything makes noise when you set something down. So depending how close you are, but I think that's, I think you're good outside of 100 meters. I haven't fully tested it myself. And I'll apologize. There's some things I don't want our devs to tell me because I'm also a player. So that's something for us to figure out as players, what that spook distance is. It's not very much. It's not much at all. And that's by design because we want it, you know, you want to be able to use it, right? Okay, let's go ahead. We'll activate that. It is in fact turning and churning. Let's move it right here. This looks like a good spot. Yes, it does. Great. And I think, you know, what I'm doing right now is something that I want you guys, I don't think a lot of people will quite grasp what you can do with this collar. Because sure, you can walk around and call a collar and it's going to come right to you. Including all of those females and so on and so forth. By placing the collar at a distance, you can even get further away. So if my scent was bad, I could be even further back. I could keep 200 meters off this, knowing they're going to come to it. As long as they're within that 300 meter mark, I'm going to have a really good opportunity on them. So you can really, really stretch out your effective range. Did I did turn it on, right? There we go. It helps if I actually start it. All right, let's see what we get here. They sound so happy. Now hide in a tree. I'm okay. I'm pretty good. I'm good right here, bro. I'm good. What's that? What did I miss? What did I miss, Lyra? Where'd that come from? Love to give a big thank you to you, Jax, Lady Legend, Amy the Huntress, the Hunter DD33, Flinner and Scarecrow for all their videos. They've helped me immensely. Thank you so much. I know all those fine ladies and gentlemen, and some of them are in here right now, but I will say thank you for the kind words on behalf of all those creators. And that strange bearded guy you threw in that mix. You know I speak from a creator myself. That's why a lot of us do it. You know, it's fun to be a creator, but it's also very rewarding to help folks and to see, you know, whether it's a guide or it's just answering a question or it's just hanging out together in a stream, someone else's stream. Yeah, that's really cool, man. Thank you. But I missed something there. Lou was reading. What are we talking about? Marketing tactics? What on earth? Dude, what is E-colors are considered unethical where I hunt, but sound suppressors are legal. Yeah, it changes everywhere you go, and we're not trying to get into the politics of it. We really aren't. Like, you know, we've got things in the game like thermals, for instance, that, you know, you can't use those here. Were we to ever see something in the game like, say, suppressors? That's a good segue. Suppressors. Some areas you can, some areas you absolutely can't. If you're caught owning one, in fact, bad things will happen. Here, let's go ahead now and let's turn that off. Is that all we have in this group? Kind of looks like it, doesn't it? Well, it worked. So now these guys are going to go to the next zone. Grinders, are you paying attention? I buy you. Watching, brother? Now think, I'm talking specifically to our grinders now. Now think what you could do with that, knowing that all of the little ones push out and come to colors first. We'll just let that crew move that way and go join that next need zone. I'm just saying. It's kind of powerful. It is. It's kind of powerful. I don't know. We've alligators in the remote list. Why not other animals that don't have colors like chamois and banteng? So we're told gators do have forms of colors, and the team thought it would be fun to try it to see how it goes, to see how it's received, right? So maybe there's possibility of more stuff in the future. I wasn't paying attention. I'm gonna get troubled. Hey. Now I'm trying to save my butt here. He's looking at me. He knows. Look at the size of him, man. Look at this. Like, I just love it. We've had smaller. Kind of fun roaming around playing with this. Not gonna lie. Howdy, Misty. How's it going? Angelic Crusader. What's good, my friend? Good to see you. Thank you for coming to hang out and check all this out. Guys, gals, we've had a little bit of fun here. We've poked around a little bit. I'm going to keep us going. I'm going to fire up my own after this. I'll be live over on Twitch if you want to come join me. We're going to push it around a little more, try this collar, maybe see if we can dance with some wolves. I'm going to go take a peek and see what's happening. I got to figure out where this diamond red has gone because, holy man, it's out there. It's cruising. But if you haven't had a chance, check out the Ambusher pack. It is live now on all platforms. Complete sim ship. Yes. Sorry. A moment of celebration. If you know, you know. If you want to get some details on it, head to callofthewild.thehunter.com. We've got all the info you could possibly need there. The new cosmetics are lit. They're out right now. I will say we were able to do a bundle on PC. So if you're wanting to pick them up, you can get them at a discount rate on the bundle. We weren't able to make that happen on console. Maybe at some point in the future, but we're doing our best with it. Nonetheless, they're actually kind of bangers, these ones. They've got some really, really cool stuff in them. I don't know if I have. Do I have? Oh, I have a quick rundown I can show you here. Just before we go. The Medved Tega cosmetic pack. This thing is awesome. I love the winter camo. I really, really do. The netting is really, really cool. Being able to put this on all sorts of different things. It's a nice addition. I like it. The Frahunga Savannah, as you would guess, it looks great on tents. Really, really enjoy it. And of course, the Parque Fernando. I didn't expect it to be as good, but that premium wrap is absolute fire, as is the Patagonia. Very, very cool. And you never go wrong with another woodland camo, not combo. It's a camo combo. But yeah, go check those out. They're all available right now. Really cool to see more cosmetics coming. I hope for more. I want more. I just want more. Give me more. Let's see. Did we see where that was going? Nonetheless, thank you all so very much for coming to join me. We're here every single Tuesday. Make sure you've hit that follow button, the subscribe. Do it with two heads if you gotta. Come and join us tomorrow for some more angler action. It's so much happening in that game. The game is just going on. If you haven't checked it out, it is in such a good place. It is legitimately our take on fishing as we did with hunting. And it is ever evolving. It is being shaped by the community. The community that is coming up and around that game is truly, it's something else. Check it out, my friends. So we'll see y'all tomorrow, or we'll see y'all next week. And if I don't see you then, we'll hopefully see you soon. Much love, my friends. Catch you later. If you want to come join me, I'll be live in about a half hour over on Twitch. Peace and love, my friends.